G'day everyone. Today another cooking lesson. It's going to be the Pasta Piena with eggplant. Now here today we've got Nonna and
Hello.
Sofia and Valentina with Eduardo. They're going to do a bit of demonstration with eggplants in a little while. Now I'm going to switch the camera and we've got some of the ingredients here. Parmesan cheese, the beef, mozzarella, onion, parsley, bay leaf, thank you, olive oil and the passata. All the ingredients will be listed where we post it. And again, any questions as you're watching the video, please post up and I'll go through them if I see them. Okay, now we've got. So Nonna's going to say we're going to start doing the mince. So we'll put a little bit of olive oil.
Onion.
We've got the onions. There's about 30 grams of onion.
Queste sono giusto in ci faccio una dimostrazione come non la cucinano, perché è già tutto fatto.
Now we'll put the beef. Now the beef is 2/3 veal and 1/3 pork. We find that that's the best combination.
Ci dice aspetta, come sta rosolata, aglio, come sta un poco rossa.
So, no, I'm saying just you need to just keep an eye on the onion. You put the beef when it's starting to go a little bit, when you get a bit of colour, a little bit of reddiness.
Facciamo pure napoletana.
In the meantime, we're going to be doing the Napolitana sauce. So there's the olive oil again, 30 grams of onion. We've got a full bottle, the 700 bottle of passata. Have you got it? Oops, there we go. Now we're back in. Wesley, how are you, Wesley? Hope your training is going well. G'day, Chris. So we've got the onions ready, and now we're putting the beef, the mince, I should say. Hey, Lisa, how are you? Now the salt, about 4 or 5 grams of salt. Again, it depends on the pot as well, how many people you want to feed. This is going to be for 4 or 5 people. Parsley, again, look, everyone's different. We like to put a fair bit. We'll put about 5 or 6 grams of parsley. So that's the Napolitana now. That can stay like that for about 7 minutes. G'day Jim, how you doing? Oh, we've got Gail. Hello Gail. Bay leaf. And on the Napolitana as well. Sophia's a good partner there for Nonna, partner in crime. Now, while we've got the sauces, we're going to jump to Valentina and Eduardo. They're going to cut our... oh, sorry, just before we do that, we've got the wine. We've got 80 mils of white wine. So we'll put that in there, and that's ready to go. Okay, so now they're going to show how they're going to cut really thin slices of eggplant. Watch your fingers. Yep. Now, it doesn't matter how many, what shapes, because it's all going to be, but nice and thin, Valentina. No pressure. Yeah, that's good, Valentina. Just don't keep your fingers away from the blade. That's all right. Just do it, keep nice and thin. Now, the good thing about this pasta is that it does really well. Again, it's like another special occasion, but it's got some other little twist behind it, because you can reheat this for down the track. So you can make, like, you can double the portions and then freeze it. Or we'll also do it like if we had to do a picnic the following day. We'd make a lot on that night. So you eat it and then you portionise it, and take it to the picnic, and you can eat it really well cold.
La carne quando poi sta asciutta, la carne è pronta. 40-45 minuti così.
This will take about 40-45 minutes. When it starts to be dry, so we can see that it's got a fair bit of wine and sauce. So when that starts to dry up, they'll be ready. So yeah, about 40-45 minutes.
E che si sta quando è pronto?
That's how it would look like when it's ready. So we just stepped up ahead. Now we'll just see how these guys are going there. Oh, the one is done, and Valentin is just about done as well. All done. Now we're going to put the pasta, the penne. This one is 500 grams. And this again does about 4 or 5 people. Now with the eggplants, the same trick as last time with the parmigiana is that once we cut them, we put them in water for about 10 minutes. And that will limit the actual, when you're frying them, you're going to see less oil on the actual eggplant. So Sophia's just going to cut a couple of the other pieces. And this is good also for parents, like if you're going away, for the night and you've got the teenagers at home, if it's in the freezer, they can just take a portion out, reheat it, and they have a quality meal, and you don't have to do takeaway. Also now, you might have noticed chestnuts, it's actually towards the end of the season, but once you have a nice meal like this, red wine is a must. Well, any wine is good, to be honest. We're not that fussy. But you get the chestnuts out, roast them, and boy, you can't get any better than that. There we go, Sophia. All right. So now that we're waiting for the pasta to be ready, again, it's everyone's discretion, but we'll try to have it not too well cooked, more al dente. Otherwise, it gets too soft. And because you're going to be doing this, like we already got one portion, and this might be for tomorrow, for the weekend, for the kids. So, once you cook a second time around or heating it, it's going to get soft anyway. So.
Gli eggplant però si fregono, noi già li abbiamo pronti, ma si tagliano a fetti, randa, che si fa, e poi don't forget to put it in the water for 10 minutes.
Yeah, just notice what I said before. Yeah, make sure 10 minutes in the water. Cut them a nice and long, big piece. You don't have to cut them too small. Then we're gonna fry them, and then that's how they're gonna look like. So we put them in the napkins just to drain and absorb as much oil as possible.
Okay, pasta pronto.
So the pasta is ready. And we'll put them in a bowl. Now that's the Napolitana sauce that we've already got ready, so we didn't have to wait. Yeah, don't be shy to put sauce.
E mo metto anche le mie fusioni.
So put a bit of sauce on the base. And we'll do the an overlap. So half and half. Perché lo fai questo kai Sam?
Questo è come una torta.
So this is like a cake.
Sì. Questo grande sopra.
Another good thing this is for, and it's very popular, is I remember having this at school. Some kids were having the sandwiches, hundreds and thousands, and we used to pull up a dish like this, and it wasn't just the other friends and students that would come out and wonder what the heck we're eating, but it was the teachers. And on a number of occasions, we used to try to get bribed by the teachers to say, "Hey, do you want to swap something fantastic that I've got?" And a ham and cheese sandwich was never going to replace a dish like this. And in fact, I remember one day we brought our maths teacher to come and have lunch on the weekend at home. She was so good to us. When we came to Australia in December 83, I was 9 years old, and we started fresh in 84, so I was in year 4. And the maths teacher couldn't believe the cuisine. And as a joke, we said, "Do you want to come for lunch?" And she accepted it. And it was a beautiful experience because, they got to experience something really nice, and we enjoyed her company. Now, again, as you can see, Sophia's getting very used to being Nonna's right-hand person. And it doesn't matter, as long as they are thin, like what the kids did here before is a little bit on the thick side, but you can always change that and cut it again. But the important thing is to get these guys involved. And the best part now is because they feel like they've been part of the actual cooking, they'll enjoy that bit more because it's something they believe it's their creation. Now, once we've done the decorating of the eggplant, we put the pasta inside, nice and even. Remove the bay leaf there. No, thanks, Susan. We want to see some of you guys doing this and posting them on Facebook. We're changing a lot on our Facebook page where we're going to combine the community page into the actual Facebook page of Roma. And it'll be really nice if you guys are posting, if you make it, take photos and yeah, post it up there because we'd love to see what you guys get up to. So we've done the layer of the eggplant, then the pasta, and now we put the beef.
And the Parmesan cheese.
Oh, and the Parmesan cheese. Thank you, Sophia. Wasn't paying attention there. Now, we put a couple of eggs. We boiled them. Now, of course, you can make it completely just vegetarian without the beef. Oh, Sophia didn't like that comment. She likes beef. As you can, there's no mistakes in this. That's why any level, any kid, any age, look, as long as there's an adult there, if they're real little, but they love to be involved. Then the mozzarella, again, at your discretion. I think we've calculated about 160 grams. Sophia loves cheese, and you can tell. And just put it right even across. Now, if you've got friends coming over, I mean, this really impresses people because they think that it's a very hard dish to do. But in fact, it's, as you can see, it's pretty simple. So then we'll put a bit more Parmesan cheese. Then we'll do another layer again of pasta. Oh, thanks, Gail. Yes, it tastes delicious. I know it looks good. We're all waiting here. Everyone gets here early on a Thursday now because they want to do the cooking show, but obviously they want to get the goodies afterwards. Now we'll put a bit more Parmesan, a bit more mozzarella cheese. Oh, he got caught out, Eduardo. Yeah, he doesn't want to go anywhere. He knows this is the finishing end in here now. We're getting towards the end of the stick. All right, now a bit of Napolitana sauce again. And now we fold them over.
Steaks, hot cheese.
And then we can put some on top just to finish up the gap. Now with eggplants, no matter how many you cut, always cut a little bit extra because like we did last week, You can do the bruschetta. And I think that's it now. Oh, just the final bit of parmesan on top. So Peter will take over. And now some breadcrumb. We put a little bit of sauce so it doesn't become too dry. Thanks, Wes. If there's any left over, I might see you in the morning at the at Sylvania. Okay, and now we put the breadcrumb, and this will make it nice and crispy.
That's it.
Now we put it in the oven.
Is it cooked?
And what you can see there is we already put one in there beforehand. This will feed 4 to actually 6 people, or you know, it will give you about 6 good slices to put in the freezer. So after this will definitely go in the freezer, and I'll probably take some home or have some on the weekend. Very healthy meal here. So Nonna's taking
Sta a 180 gradi, però non sta già un forno caldo a 180.
So once it's 180 degrees, when the oven is already at optimum,
45-50 minuti.
at optimum temperature. So when it gets to 180, you whack it in there, and it's for about 40-45 minutes. Okay, and that's
Non toccare che brucia.
now this is a little bit hot, so we're going to wait until.
Eccoci.
There we go.
Yummy.
Yes, we're going to have that now. Okay, everyone. Here's the crew again. Goodbye. Hope you enjoyed it.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.
This is going to go on YouTube and also on our Facebook page. Yes, goodbye to say goodbye. And yeah, if any comments, please let us know and we'll get back to you. And again,
Bye-bye.
please post pictures. Thank you. Enjoy.